Oh, hey, I was just finishing up my breakfast. Welcome to another sweet Sunday. So good to see you. I have an amazing story for you, true story from the Bible. But before we do that, what did you have for breakfast this morning? Did you have a big breakfast, like a big plate of pancakes? Or are you more like the cereal type? Or maybe you had oatmeal or fruit? What did you have for breakfast? Imagine if you took your plate, that maybe pancakes that you had for breakfast, and had to share it with everyone in your Sunday school class. How much would every person get? Do you think everyone would be full at the end? Okay, what if your breakfast from this morning you shared with the entire church? Look around. How much do you think each person would get? Oh, sorry, I'm getting way off track. Back to our story. This comes from Matthew chapter 14, verses 13 through 21. As soon as Jesus heard the news about John the Baptist, he left in a boat to a remote area to be alone. But the crowds heard where he was headed and followed on foot from many villages. Jesus saw the huge crowd as he stepped from the boat, and he had compassion on them and healed their sick. That evening, the disciples came to him and said, "This is a remote place and it's already getting late. Send the crowds away so they can go to the villages and buy themselves food." But Jesus said, "That isn't necessary. You feed them." "But we have only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish, they answered. "Bring them here," he said. Then he told the people to sit down on the grass. Jesus took the 5 loaves and 2 fish, looked up toward heaven and blessed them. Then, breaking the loaves into pieces, he gave the bread to the disciples, who distributed it to the people. They all ate as much as they wanted, and afterward, the disciples picked up 12 baskets of leftovers. About 5,000 men were fed that day, in addition to all the women and children. Wait, what? 5,000 men in addition to women and children? That's a lot of people. Was that because they were gigantic loaves of bread and huge fish? No. It was because Jesus blessed the food, and then by his power and the Holy Spirit, as the disciples passed it out, multiplied. It's an amazing story. Can you imagine what it would have been like if you were there in person? Wow. I would have gone back and told everyone I knew about what happened. And that's what a lot of people there did. It's a very important story about Jesus in the Bible, but it's only one of many examples where Jesus used his power to help people in need. Pretty amazing. How would you tell your best friend about it if you had been there that day? How might you tell someone you just met? Think about that. I'll see you again.